According to government statistics, falling asleep at the wheel is responsible for as many deaths each year on UK roads as those caused by drink driving. So, what is fatigue, and what are the signs to look out for? Have you ever found yourself blinking, yawning, or even nodding off whilst driving? Perhaps your mind has wandered, you've missed an exit, or you've drifted onto the rumble strip. If you have, then you've experienced the effects that fatigue or extreme tiredness can have on your performance. In road safety terms, it's a huge issue, with as many as 1 in 5 incidents caused by tiredness. Of these tiredness-related crashes, 40% involve someone driving a commercial vehicle. Crashes involving commercial vehicles can be more destructive due to the size and mass of the vehicle. And drivers who've fallen asleep at the wheel often fail to brake or take any evasive action. But what causes you to experience fatigue? Although the symptoms of fatigue are similar for everyone, the underlying causes may be related to your personal circumstances. Perhaps you've become a new parent and your sleep patterns are interrupted. You may have financial or health worries, or you might be taking a medication that makes you drowsy. You must tell DVLA if you have a medical condition that makes you very sleepy. You could be fined up to £1,000 if you don't, and you may be prosecuted if you're involved in a crash as a result. You may do much of your travelling on dull, featureless roads or at particular times of the day or night. The peak times for fatigue-related incidents are between 2 and 6 a.m. in the early morning and between 2 and 4 p.m. in the afternoon. Trying to beat the early morning rush or coming home after a night shift could increase the risk to yourselves and other road users. Even just sleeping less than normal can affect you. Sleeping just 4 to 5 hours per night for a week means your ability to concentrate and react will be impaired to the same extent as being over the drink-drive limit for alcohol. And if you've been awake for 24 hours, you'll now be 7 times more likely to have a collision. When questioned by the police, drivers usually deny falling asleep for fear of prosecution and loss of insurance cover. Many also suffer what we call traumatic amnesia and can't recall the collision. So what measures can you take to protect yourself and other road users? If you're setting off on a long journey, avoid having a heavy meal as it can make you sleepy. The Highway Code recommends a 15-minute break after every 2 hours of driving. Your employer may also have a company policy regarding breaks from driving. If you're starting to recognise the signs of tiredness and decide to wind down the window or crank up the radio, take this as the sign to stop and take a break. Find a safe place to stop, for example at the next motorway services. The hard shoulder or refuge area is not a safe place to take a break, and it is illegal to do so. Drink 2 cups of coffee or an equivalent caffeinated drink, then take a short nap of around 15 to 20 minutes while the caffeine gets into your system. The best countermeasure for sleepiness is obviously sleep, so a short nap like this can be really beneficial. However, it's not a remedy for the underlying issues that may be causing your fatigue. If you are experiencing fatigue regularly, you may need to look at the possible causes in your personal circumstances that may be causing the fatigue, or even seek medical advice. Driving tired is taking a huge risk with both yours and others' safety. Never start a long journey tired, and at the first sign of tiredness, take a break.